Hello everybody and welcome to a World of Warship video, this time reviewing the Dunkerque, the Tier 6 premium French battleship. So the Dunkerque is probably the first French battleship in the game. It has two turrets, I think 320mm guns facing forward, with 4 guns per turret. So with all its firepower, main firepower centralised forward, it means that you don't have to show too much broadside, which is good because the ship isn't as durable potentially as other warships of the same tier. It feels a little bit like it takes damage almost like the Warspite, but maybe not quite as harshly. Now what I've done here is I've loaded up with HE. Now the special skill or the elite skill for this is a faster main battery reload, I think 5% or something like that. I went for the main turret traverse rather than the rapid reload as the first equipment slot because there's only 2 turrets, so if you lose one you lose half your firepower, and I didn't really want that penalty. So here we are. We put the precise aiming on, and we give that guy probably less of a broadside than he deserved. Now his torpedoes are coming towards me. I'm probably going to wear one of those lines. If I'm unlucky, if I'm lucky, I might get away with just one hit, but that's a flooding hit, which is no fun. But certainly he's the worst to wear for me, so I'll give him the secondaries, follow with the main guns once I work out the secondaries are on target. Couple more secondaries, probably not enough lead there, but this next lot will deal to him, and that looks pretty much on target to me. Yep, he's gone before he could reload. So it's quite a long reload on his guns. This Königsberg's starting to look a little bit lonely. If you don't like what you see, guys, don't stop. Don't try and reverse. Turn out of it or turn into it and then stop and reverse. But this reversing is just it's hard to hit a ship moving 25 knots. A ship moving 12 knots is really easy, and we can tell from the smoke which way you're facing. So I probably fired a little bit. The spread on that wasn't too good, but I think I must have fired a little bit short, which is interesting. So that's my aiming rather than any sort of, as you can see, I'm not really having an issue hitting him. I'm not going to fire over the island because the last thing I want to do is hit the island. Now it has a 19 and a half or something second reload. No, I don't want to spend a lot of time waiting for that waiting for them to reload. I'm not going to get the kill on that because that other guy will. That's certainly he should have been a lot tougher to kill than that. Just moving too slowly, guys. And now I've got a Fuso and a Bayern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point towards the Bayern so that I don't take too much damage. Well, I do take a lot of damage. But the Bayern's got big guns. As you can see, the Bayern's guns are bigger, his armor's tougher, and I'm struggling. So what I'm going to do is take the Fuso, keep my nose onto the Bayern, keep my sides to the Fuso, and I am going in reverse, unfortunately. Not because I want to fool this guy into missing me, but basically I just don't want to turn to that Bayern. Got 2 fires going, which isn't great, and we've got 20 seconds to go before my repair party cools down. Give that guy a couple of blasts. We fire up the heel so that we can so that it can counteract the effects of the fire. And now I've got my my repair party back. Come on, shoot, damn you. The dispersion isn't particularly great. Lots of modules damaged. Put him on a slither of health. The next guy that shoots at him will take the kill, but that's okay. That is called kill securing. And no one else has taken taking a shot. So let's see if that does the trick, and it does. Look at that. Now it's time for the Bayern. Now with some support, I reckon this Bayern and you are support from all directions. Yep, from the left, from the right, and from that New Mexico ahead of me. So I let him have it. He's the last ship on the team. He's on fire. He's on low health, and bang, we get him. So the Dunkerque is pretty damn good, actually, I'm going to have to say. Sure, it's not a brawler, and I do like my brawlers, but yeah, you can. It's good. It's a good positioning ship, a good support ship, a bit like the Nelson, but with way more flexible guns, because that rear gun, all your guns can fire directly forward, so you can have quite a narrow profile. So 3 medals, 43,000 damage, which is pretty good for sort of like the first trip out in the ship. It does have dispersion that is not ideal, but it's got the precise aiming, which helps. So 49 main battery hits, 3 kills, 4 fires, so it's got a good fire chance. We'll have a look at the stats in a second as we go through, and let's just see what the stats of the ship say. So 38,000 hit points, which is sort of okay. 28 knots, which is nice. It's here 6, especially against things like the Bayern and the Fuso. Yeah, 330mm guns, 12% fire chance, which is really quite good. Although the main battery AP damage is a lot higher. Secondaries fire every 7.5 seconds, and they're around the side and the rear of the ship, so they're not behind like the Izumo, but they're around the side and the rear. Fairly average AA, and obviously terrible concealment as a battleship. Anyway.